Okay, well, again, welcome everybody. Let's get things started here. My name is Barry Griffith, and just some brief background why the Touchdown Tuesday football theme based on our health. It's because I've had my own sports marketing company centered around the Dallas Cowboys for nearly 30 years now. We've created some amazing memories and people during Cowboy game weekends and events that we have throughout. I love what I do, but in the last year and a half, I probably been trying kind of taking a deep dive into really more of my purpose and looking for a more meaningful way to inspire others in the areas of faith, family and relationships, fitness and finances, and how I can blend it in to go along with the football and fun. Like a lot of you on the call, I received a call from a trusted and respected friend. When a millionaire tells you to take a look at something, you take a look at something. And little did I know that that call is changing my life long term and already has impacted my health and wellness. I feel like so many people are playing defense with their health today and just trying to get by, managing their symptoms or surviving their prescriptions, not knowing what to do. But tonight it's going to be about offense. We're going to introduce you to a company with some amazing products that they've had throughout the world, and an opportunity that can change your life financial as well. At the end, I'm going to come back. I want to bring on Carmen as well. Carmen's from Canada, and our presenter tonight. 7 months ago, I didn't even know these two ladies, and this is the awesome community we're going to tell you about also, if you choose to kind of get involved with us. But I've had the pleasure to meet our presenter tonight a couple of months ago, and Cindy Landis is a seasoned entrepreneur with over 30 years experience building and scaling businesses, which includes owning four real estate franchises, as well as being a partner and COO of a national telehealth company. She also spent 17 years mentoring others in how to create a sustainable income in the direct sales industry using a virtual franchise style business model. So without any further ado, let me turn it over to Cindy Landis.
Well, thank you very much, Barry. It's a pleasure to be here. I am a huge football fan, born and raised, and I know we have Canadians here, so I know we our football and your football may not be exactly this. It depends, right, on who I'm talking to. But Barry, I'm a huge football fan. So I love that I get to be part of Touchdown Tuesday. That's what I like because I love touchdowns and I love defense, but I definitely love offense. And I agree with you. So I loved what you just said. So, as Barry said, I am Cindy Landis. I have been a traditional business owner for over 30 years. I've owned retail, I've owned online, I owned four real estate franchises. We were number one. I was broker owner of the year for the state of Ohio back in 2007. I had 167 agents that worked for me. We did some big things in that industry. But in '07, January of '07, I was broker owner of the year for the state of Ohio for Remax. And it that was great. It was surprising. I was surprised to get that award. But by the end of '07, does anybody know what happened? Well, it was the housing crisis in the US, and it hit our area especially hard very early on. And so by the end of '07, I found my offices still number one in our marketplace, but losing money at a very rapid pace. And that led me to this industry to bridge the gap while the industry was down. And so what I found out was what I thought was something that just could earn a little extra money ended up opening my eyes and realizing that I didn't know what I didn't know, that the real business and the real money was in this industry, not in the real estate brokerage ownership industry. And I can do the math and prove it to anybody, but you can make a lot more money here than owning four real estate franchises. That's the facts. It's not my opinion, it's fact, and I can show it. However, tonight this is about you and the opportunity you would have. You see, what we have is a partnership marketing opportunity that works like a virtual franchise. And this is what I love. I bought and paid for $1 million worth of franchises. And this business is nowhere near the cost and runs right alongside of what you already do. You see, we have combined some of the best concepts from proven industries to create something that's really an exciting business model and a really good business model. It combines elements of traditional franchising, retail, direct sales, network marketing, consumer goods marketing, social influencer marketing, and e-commerce. It's basically little pieces of everything everybody's trying to do individually. And here's the great part: you don't need to know anything about any of those industries to succeed here. And what I really love is that it combines a way to truly help others, both health and finances if they choose. The company's called PartnerCo, partner.co, wherever you want to look us up on social media or the internet, YouTube. We're a $400 million debt-free, privately owned company with the number one compensation plan in the industry out of thousands. I think it's about 7,000 companies. We were voted number one 3 years in a row by Business for Home. So that's not me saying it. That's not us saying it. That's a third party saying it 3 years in a row. We're in over 50 countries. Actually, we just opened up India, and that makes, I believe, our 59th country. So we're almost to 60 here. What does that mean? It means that the day I opened up this business, I owned a global virtual franchise style business and can do business and do business all over the world, and you can too. You see, we're in the health and wellness industry, and we focus on things people need, things people are looking for, they're seeking, like detox, hormone support, gut health, sleep, skincare, personal care, healthy aging, all of those things that people are searching on the internet, looking for, looking to influencers, right? But we focus on solutions that last. And there's a reason for that, because if you're going to build a business that's based on consumable products and products that people are going to buy month after month, year after year, there's two things I know. When it comes to business, it has to be products people want, but more importantly, it has to be products that work, because if they don't work, people will not stay on the products, right? So this is key. Well, all of PartnerCo's products are guaranteed, tested, and proven. They're doctor created, backed by science. We have over 215 published clinical studies and dozens of third-party validations and certifications. We are so clean that here in the US, we have almost 10 products in the PDR. That's the physician's desk reference, meaning when you go to your doctor's office and they ask you for your list of medications, you can say, well, maybe I'm not on any medications, but I take some good nutrition, and you can give them those names and they can type it in their little PDR and boom, it pops up. What do you know? It has clinical studies, it has dosing, it has its benefits in there. So the doctors know its quality. They know that what's in that product is real and effective. So I love that about it. We also have 36 products on the cologne list, meaning they're approved. Barry, they're approved for Olympic and professional athletes. That's a big deal from where you come from, right? Touchdown Tuesday with the football players and all the athletes. Now, we have over 60 products worldwide, okay, more than 60 products. And I'm not going to try to list them all tonight. You just have to understand that you can go to pubmed.org and look these products up. You can look up their efficacy, what they're good for. There's so many great clinical studies. But tonight, I'm going to bring up four products tonight we're just going to cover lightly. MOA, mother of all. That's what it stands for. It's the mother of all superfoods. You see, it's a liquid nutrition. It's an adaptogen, immunity, and antioxidant complex. And it's really good for your mind, but it's also good for cardiovascular support. And it's good for really what I would call pain and swelling, inflammation. So we have 36 of the world's best superfoods packed into that little 2-ounce pouch that you pop right out of your refrigerator. They're great cold. Drink them on the go, but they include 6 medicinal mushrooms. So you're getting all the benefits you see on this page from all these different nutrients. And think about it from this perspective. You could never buy all of these in one location, let alone eat them all in a day. And what would they cost you if you did buy all of these fruits, vegetables, and mushrooms. You just couldn't do it. And we've packed the best pieces of nutrients out of those, and they're tested to be proven to have those doses and those ingredients in them. Now, on the left side, this is probably one that really speaks to Barry. It's athletic performance. So this MOA is known for its athletic performance recovery. So athletes use it all around the world. They swear by it because when you're sore after working out or after a big athletic performance, you need something that's really going to soothe those muscles, take down that inflammation. Down in the bottom, this left-hand side, this is someone on my team. This is Kristen White. She owns a gym in Tennessee. She trains professional. She's a professional athlete and she trains professional athletes. These are high school, college, and professional football players in the bottom picture. They've been drinking MOA for years. But on the right, if you're not an athlete, guess what? It's good for you too. You have Mrs. Linda up here on the right. She has diabetes. She has swollen ankles she's dealt with for years. 2 weeks on MOA. Look at the difference in the swelling in her ankles. And at the bottom, you have Deborah Hendricks. She's out of South Georgia. And in 20 days, that is not weight loss. That is swelling from inflammation from arthritis. And after 20 days on MOA, 3 a day for a few days, then 2 a day for a little over a week, week and a half, and then down to the normal dosage of 1 pack a day, and look at the night and day difference. It's not just the looks though. Now she's getting around pain, mostly pain-free because of this product. Now we don't treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent anything. I have to say that, but when you give your body what it needs, your body tends to mend itself. We'll just put it that way, okay? Now, we're going to talk about Renew. This has been my very favorite product. I am 57 years old. This product is known for anti-aging. Why? Because it is going to help your body increase its own levels of HGH, of the human growth hormone, known as the anti-aging hormone in your body. And you see, as we age, your body is declining. It's losing HGH as we get older. So we're actually aging 125 times faster than when we were 12. As I said, I'm 57. So when I saw this diagram, I was not happy. I'm just going to tell you, I was not happy about it. But I have Renew, and it's been proven, it has international patents pending on it, but it's proven to increase your human growth hormone for both men and women. And it's going to do things like, first of all, the first thing you'll notice in 3 or 4 days is a deep restorative sleep, but it's also going to help with libido and body fat. It's actually going to help you increase lean muscle mass. It's going to help your skin, your hair, your cell regeneration. And so if we can slow that process down by drinking a delicious drink about a half an hour before we go to bed, I love this product. But it's a game changer for me and for many people my age or as you're aging. Now we just launched this product and I'm excited about it. Barry, you've had it, right? You're pretty
Yes,
excited
ma'am.
about
Yeah,
this
I've been
product?
taking it out every morning for even without the coffee now. So I do that first thing. Just
Okay, and I know you love MOA as well, right? And
yeah,
Renew,
Mo
you
and
love both
Renew
of
I
them?
take every day. That's my go-to every day. So
I know, mine too. I love them all, but this one I had the advantage, we'll say, of being a beta tester. So I'm actually about 8 weeks into this product at this point, and I will say that it has become equal to Renew with me. They're two different things for me, but I will not go another day without this because it has given me a complete increase in energy that I didn't even know I could have. Sustained energy too. It's like, what just happened? It's like I drank 3 cups of coffee. I've got so much energy through the day. And I thought Renew, I thought nothing can beat Renew for the deep sleep. This one, in my opinion, hasn't beat the combination of the two. There's no going back. Why? Well, it has moringa, which has more nutrients than it's the most nutrient dense plant on the planet. Moringa itself, you can go look it up. It's not my word. You can Google it. Moringa is the main ingredients in it. It's a plant that grows in India, a tree that grows in India. And then our doctor that created it combined all of these ingredients in with it for the best little nutrition packed green drink. And you say, green drink? Cindy, I hate green drinks. They taste bad. Barry, it tastes good. doesn't it?
Yeah,
Carmen,
yeah, it
tastes
almost gives you
good.
like a berry, and no grassy aftertaste either, but it's almost
No.
like a berry flavor and
Yeah, it's berry flavored. So you can see this here. You can see Brussels broccoli sprouts and broccoli and chia seeds and spinach and maitake mushrooms and all this stuff in there and think, "Ooh, it's going to taste nasty." It's good. I think it's good actually. So I like the taste. But you're getting 10 times, this is just in moringa, 10 times more vitamin A than carrots, 17 more calcium than milk, 9 times more protein than yogurt, 15 times more potassium than bananas, and 25 times more iron than spinach. Why would you not drink this every day? Why would you not drink it every day? I don't know. But this is a game changer for people. But we have a flagship product and it is known as our body balancing drops. Why? Because they've gone viral all around the world. There's a couple different versions of them. These ones here are the ones in the US. They are homeopathic. On the first bottle has 11 homeopathic ingredients. Second bottle is full of B12, ashwagandha, roseola, rosehip, and it's going to help calm the nervous system, basically lower the cortisol. That second bottle is, but they go under your tongue 10 minutes before you eat your 3 main meals a day, and they balance your hormones, they increase your energy, curb your appetite, boost your mood, stabilize your blood sugar, support your thyroid, and increase your metabolic rate. As a result, women lose on average a half a pound a day, and men about 2/3 of a pound a day. Not bad. And yes, men, you have hormones too. I know you don't like me saying it, Barry. It's just the truth. Men have hormones too, right?
yes,
Leptin, ghrelin, cortisol. And when those things, those are your hunger hormones. That's what we're talking about. But when your hunger hormones, leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol get in check, your blood sugars stabilize and magic happens. So women are stopping with their hot flashes, their mood swings, their more energy. Some people report better sleep. Some people report less aches and pains. It's amazing. It's different for everybody. If you don't need to lose weight, you can still take these and get benefit. And you're not going to keep losing weight if you don't need to. It does what your body needs. And I'm going to share a few pictures and turn it over. This is my husband and I. I lost 32 pounds in 60 days. My husband lost 52 pounds in the same 60 days. We've kept him off. This slide says 8 years. It was actually 9 years ago this past month. So 9 years since I first took these products. And do they work? Yes, they do. I feel better and feel younger than I did 9 years ago because of the products we're talking about. And it's not just me. We have hundreds of thousands of positive testimonials. We've sold over 2 million. I think it's pushing 3 million bottles of the body balancing drops. And like I said, they're selling all over the world. We have people that have lost, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds. We even have someone that lost 300 pounds on them. So, do they work? Yes, they do. Carmen's with us tonight. Carmen, tell your story a little bit because this is the product that found you, right? In a sense, you found it found you.
It
And
found me
talk
for
about that a
sure.
little bit. Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah. So a couple of years, or I guess a year and a half ago, I was just on Facebook, and I also will just add I turned 54 that year, and I don't know why I added that,
Amazing.
but anyways, it's true. And so my body, I think just from like, I was a single mom. I raised 3 kids in this industry, I will say, and I really got the taste of freedom. I love working from home. I love having time freedom and being able to work from anywhere in the world from my phone. That's what I love. And so I was looking for something about a year and a half ago. And then, but I also had this thing going on with my health. So my health was going crazy. I guess I didn't really buy into the hormone issues that people were always whining about. I will say that. And I guess it got me good because I guess it came back to bite me because I was like, all of a sudden, my whole body started growing in areas that I couldn't understand. And I was like, what is going on? So And it wasn't because I was sitting there with a bag of chips every night. It was just happening. I would walk by a mirror and just kind of watch. And I was like, whoa. So I was actually quite fearful. I can laugh about it now because it's over. Well, not quite, but I still keep taking my drops. But yeah, so I believe mostly I lost about 20 pounds, more inflammation. It was just inflammation, and my face was round. I was in pain. I couldn't move my legs. Like my joints were getting sore and all that fun. It happened overnight.
It
So
does.
anyways, I saw a Facebook post, and I saw a girl. I seen a bunch of people I knew in the industry with these same posts. So I recognized there was a system, and everybody was posting these same pictures. And I thought, something's going on out there. So then I reached out to a girl I knew. Her name was Christy, because she shared her personal story. I always call it the $1,000,000 story. She shared her before and after photo on Facebook, and I thought, holy crow, she looks like a bikini model from, she had lost about 40 plus pounds. So,
Yeah.
and she has also came off all of her like medications, like she had all that kind of stuff going on as well. So that really got my attention. And then I also learned that she was making $10,000 a month. And I know we're not supposed to really say that, but I'll say it because it's true. And she did that in a very short period of time following the system of growth. With that being said, she was in one of my businesses years ago and never made any money. So when I learned that, that showed me there's something special about this company. So I decided to jump in, share a few posts on Facebook in about January 2025. And since then, I've had well over 1,000 people join my organization. And what I recognized when my inbox blew up when I started sharing these stories is that there is a really big need. And we have a solution here. People are struggling with their health and their finances, especially up here in Canada. So, we really have something special here. So I'll hand it back to you, Cindy. Thank you.
We do have something special here, and I love it, Carmen, because you're in Canada. Our pricing and our products are they're the same for the most part, but there's some slight differences here and there. Same comp plan, same company. Most of the products are identical, with maybe a couple little exceptions that you guys have that we don't, and vice versa. But this business works everywhere. I have a team in China. I have a team now in India. I have a team in Australia. I have a team in Europe, in a couple different countries over in Europe. I even have someone in Africa. So it's and Canada, right? And South America. So it's crazy. It just grows around the world. But I didn't start it there, right? I started it here. And so it's amazing business. And the health transformations are no joke, right? So many people like you and I went through this phase where you're like, what is happening to me? How did this happen? And then you're looking for an answer. Well, here's the thing. I'm a business person. So when I look at this, I love helping people with their health, right? I do. I love helping people with their health. But I also know that there's a serious need for financial help. And we have a business that, as a business person, just makes sense. We have a food list that goes with that. Oh, I'm not sure why it played that or went to that video this time, but we'll skip that for now. But this is it, Carmen. And Barry, there's three main components to our business, and it's really pretty simplistic. First component to build this kind of business is we attract and acquire customers for really great products that make a difference in people's lives. You talked about one of those ways. We have a system of growth. I'll kind of hit on that here in a minute as well. But we have a system of growth, but we have other ways you can share the products. It's really just about sharing what you know and the products you help. I know people do it all the time and don't get paid. They might as well get paid and give good products that actually do work. And then we build a team, and I call this franchising. So I'm going to relate this back to the way I do it, the way I did it. When I bought my real estate franchises, then I would bring in realtors to work in my brokerage, right? And I got a little piece as the brokerage owner of all the sales they did, because in that area, I could only sell so many houses. But if I had 10 realtors selling with me, we could sell more houses, because now there's 11 of us, and so on. And then what did I do? I expanded by buying more franchises and more locations. So that's all building a team is. It's franchising these little, I call them little global virtual franchises, where everybody has their own little health and wellness store all around the globe. That's how I look at it. And then what do? We duplicate and scale. We learn how to share products, how to build a team, and then we teach the people we bring in how to do the same thing. And then we just keep going. We have a system, a 6-month business blueprint to get you up to the level of senior officer. I know, Carmen, you've passed that as well. Myself, Barry, you're right. You're right there, Barry. You're on your way. You're really close, but it's to get you to a level of senior officer that currently pays about 14,000 a month. That is what we strive for. Some people do it in 2 months. Some people take 2 years, and it's okay. Depends on the pace you're working at, and if that's what you're here to do. But the system of growth is what Carmen was talking about. And it's an app, you download it on your phone, and literally it walks you through every post twice a day. We have every post, you just literally click it with your finger and it pastes right into social media. You can even pre-schedule those posts. And then when people reach out to you to ask for information about those products, about the drops, the body balancing drops, every answer that they to every question they could possibly ask is also just a click away. It's right there, answers the questions. So you don't have to know a lot. You just have to know how to use the system, which pretty much anybody can learn, right? So what's the cost? Well, here in the US, it's $29.95. I believe is it 36 something up there, 37?
Yeah, it's 37.95 here in Canada.
37.95 in Canada, but it's a one-time lifetime membership, and you get the replicated website, the back office to track your customers, and more importantly, to track your business and your commissions, right? Now, I say more importantly because I'm a business person, so that's the way I look at it. But it also gives you marketing material that I will say rivals that of Nike and Apple and big marketing companies. We have one of the best marketing companies, not just in our industry, but in any industry. But it gives you virtual training, it gets you access to all kinds of things. But once we get our $30 business, and we have that locked in, now we just need to activate our business. There's a couple different ways we can do this, but there's different levels. You can buy or sell product to get there. You start out, you can start it activate your business with 200 points of product. Here in the US, you can do a 4-pack. That's going to cost you $371. But when you can sell 3 and get that completely paid for, keep a box for yourself, and your business is covered. You could also try 3 of the products that we talked about tonight and get a product started. Or you could come in at top pay. Why get paid 15% when you can get paid 30? That's what I asked. So you can come in at top pay and we can show you how to move a 30-pack here. Carmen, is it 10 packs in Canada? I think
we have 10 packs and 30 packs here now.
Oh, you have 30 packs now. Okay, yeah. I forgot that. That's awesome. So you take a 30 pack here in the US, it's going to profit you when you move that 30 pack about $2,400. And I want to say that the company tracked our system of growth for 1 year. And 84% of the people that used the system of growth and followed the system sold their 30 pack within their first 4 to 5 weeks. That's a $2,400 profit in 4 to 5 weeks. Not just getting your business paid for, but actually profiting. I can tell you that in every business I've ever owned, I've never made a profit that quickly. And I've also never gotten into a business that could pay this much for that little overhead and that little cost. You can also get in with an 888 pack that has 8 of the MOA, 8 of the body balancing drops, and 8 of the Renew. You can sell half of those and get your business paid for. You can sell them all and profit about $1,200. So that's up to you as well. And so from there, Barry or Carmen, if there's anything else you'd like to say, here's what I will tell you. It's simple. When I say it's simple, it's a simple process. It's low cost to get started, startup cost, and it's very low. So it's very low risk with great return potential. And really it can be done at some level with very part-time hours and work around what it is you currently do. So I do other things besides this, but I do this at a very high level as well. Why? Because it just makes sense. And why wouldn't I want to? I love helping other people, and it does that. So you can also just get in and try the products. But Barry, would you like to close this out in any way?
Yeah, I did want to say, I made a comment earlier about the old saying, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I just thought, kind of thought about it in Nashville. And I was sitting there thinking that, the healthy, wealthy, and wise, Part of has products that are just, they're non-debatable. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of testimonies. And then the wealthy part is that if you want to make some extra money, it offers that opportunity. If you want to get to work and really dig in, it gives you a platform to make a lot of money. And then the wise part is a testament to you ladies. And I know Sarah behind the scenes is just, I didn't know any of you a couple months ago, and this community, it's almost like it's a personal development journey with a compensation plan. But the people like you ladies on tonight and Sarah and Todd and things that it's just unbelievable. Unlike the world today, like you can't go in your job and just have all these people. I want to help you get healthier. I want to help you make more money. It doesn't happen. And this community is just amazing. And I know Penny's on and April and Kenny are on, and they have some testimonies why they signed up. If you want to do that quick, and then I want to get to Carmen because she always has some great words of wisdom too, and just a great mentor and coach for me also. So, Carmen.
Oh, you want me to talk? I thought you were asking somebody else to talk. Sorry. So, you know what I love about this business also is much like what Barry just said. I met Barry because I was in a company like similar like this years ago called Beachbody, and that company went away at some point for me, anyways. And so I just met some really, really great people out of Vegas when I was in that company. They were my upline people in that business. And I always just stay friends with everybody because we meet really amazing people through this industry. And so when I started Partner Co, I reached out to my friend Pete, and then through him from Vegas brings in Barry from Texas, Dallas, the Cowboys guy, and it's like, we just network and we meet people all over the globe. So it's just a lot of fun over here. All I'm going to add here really is just that, I've been in the industry. I've also been in oil and gas. I've made a lot of money in my life. I've also lost a lot of money in my life. So it's, up the highs and the lows. But when I like this industry, I've witnessed it. I've made a lot of money in this industry. I mean, the power of social media and the power of like I tell somebody who tells somebody, you never know where that's going to lead. And because this company is only a 3-year-old company, the owners are smart. They are businessmen. They purchased five other assets of 5 other network marketing companies, and so we've got the infrastructure here of a 20 plus year old business. So we don't have startup fear. We have literally the infrastructures in place to do sales and build those franchises out globally, distribution channels. And because our products have all the certifications, that's one of the first reasons why I joined, is because the integrity that goes into the formulating of our products. We have, and I will say this, the best products on the globe. I know I've always been a health and well, I've been a product junkie, I guess you want to call me that. And I know my products. And today is my first day on Moringa. We've just launched that new product. And I'm telling you, I always feel good. Okay. But today I'm extremely feeling good. So I'm just telling you, like, this product's going to change some lives. And my favorite other part about this business is nothing like waking up in the morning and you got messages from people who are on these products telling you that they're off medications, they've lost 5 more pounds, they feel good, they're not so grumpy, it's going to save a marriage. There's a lot that goes on around here, and I just think it's amazing. So I know I can go on and on, but I will stop. But I just want to say thank you to Cindy for coming on here and supporting our team. This is the other thing, the culture and the family in this company are so amazing. Cindy is not even financially attached to Barry or me, and she just took time to come on here and support us. And I just love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Cindy. And
Well,
thank
thank
you,
you
Barry.
guys for having me. I appreciate it.
No,
And
we thank you, Cindy, so much. Thank you.
we're all taking this company to a multi-billion-dollar company, and we're doing it together, and we're better together. I know I see Penny up there as well, and Sue and everyone, it's good to see you guys as well and Sarah. So I appreciate you having me as your guest tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, do you want to get a quick, I know, speaking about prescriptions, maybe Penny can just take a minute or two real quick. And then I want to bring April on, who just her and Kenny, her husband, signed up the last week or so, and what they kind of think about Partner Co so far in the couple of weeks they've been involved. So, um,
I I've been on Partner Co now for a little over a year, and I was on 27 medications when I started, and now I'm on barely 7, and it's not even every day. It is literally maybe 3 days a week. And my doctors are amazed, and they are just like, we can't keep you on the medication anymore because the Partner Co products work so well for my body, and I have some autoimmune issues and a neurotoxin disease, and so they told me I was never getting off of medication, and Partner Co checked every box and did it for me, so I'm very grateful to Partner Co.